Ready?
Yeah.
Size up. All right.
Well, you just go that way,
All
1
right.
inch.
Welcome back to another episode of BurlyFishing. Today, Paul and I are here.
What's up?
We got a little unboxing for you. We got the MTB ice box from December. We're gonna crack this bad boy open here in just a second. Before we do, if you guys like unboxing videos as well as fishing, gear reviews, all sorts of stuff, are we doing this? We're doing this again. You like banter? Come hang out with us.
You want to see one guy bother another guy so much that he quits. Anyway.
Consider subscribing to the channel, smash the like on this video, ring that notification bell so you can see when we post more content, and then come hang out with me and this loser every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern for a live podcast. It's a ton of fun. If you like this kind of banter, it's basically an hour and a half, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours of that, and you can talk to us and chat. It's a ton of fun. Love to see you there. Let's get to this unboxing, shall we? Okay, one more time. 3, 2, 1. On one.
3, 2, 1. Ah! 1.
All right, close enough. I'm gonna let Paul look first. He's gonna tell me if it's good or not. Oh!
No, it's actually really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
You took the best thing. I seem to be missing a bait. Ooh, you would grab that.
Yo.
Is that a little baby jigging?
Yeah,
rap?
dude. And it's got 3, hold on.
Dude. All right, we're starting with this one. So
1.5 inch, 3/16 ounce. You want to do it in the box? The box is nice. It's the presentation is pretty good.
Show him the box, dude.
Look at that.
That's the camera lens.
Oh, yeah.
Paul's learning.
Dude. I don't even, Lucky John Pro Series by, can you say that?
Mibaru.
Never heard of it.
Lucky John. It's a Lucky John Japanese jig and wrap, and it's a little tiny jig and wrap. This thing looks sweet.
It's just the right size.
It's like purple, gold, and black.
1.5 inch. Just feel
So
the weight of it. This is the balance between the weight and the profile. I think it's my favorite. So 1.5 inch, 3/16 ounce.
Look at this thing.
I kind of love it.
Purple top, gold body, pink belly, 2 little tiny baby trebles. It's a jig and wrap, so you got your fin. We talked about that last month, right? So that fin is going to cause this thing to kind of swim around in the water and have a nice erratic action. And then check this out on top. I know you saw this. There's 3 rigging points. Where's my little snap swivel? Isn't there a snap in there? No. You tie directly onto this?
It's not on the ground. Hold on. No, it's not. It's not made in the USA.
Boo. Yeah, it should. Okay, so I'm going to knock it 1 for that. Normally you're going to have a little snap ring on the top. Ours did not come with one, sadly. Maybe it's in the box somewhere. It's fine. We can find a little baby snap to go with this thing. I'd rather do that than tie directly to this just because I don't want abrasion on the line. But all in all, like, that aside, this thing looks really dope. Look at the eyes on this thing. Reflective eye. Look at the eyes in the lens. Oh my gosh. That looks awesome. So this is a really good looking bait.
I'll be honest though, it's the profile that really gets me. Jeff already kind of showed you the shape of the head. This is just a little bit different than some of the other stuff that I've ever used.
Stuff fell out in our box, you guys.
Why? What?
Yeah, like there's just a loose jig hanging around.
So that actually happened in my MB box too. Like I had a couple of things.
I just found this jig. We'll get back to that in a second. Just in the bottom of the box. And unfortunately with like how small ice fishing stuff is, if that happens, it's gonna come out of the box. So we'll find a little snap ring on
One thing
this.
I will say that's interesting is look at how the rear treble is connected. Can you see how it's
That's interesting.
it's not actually, it's almost like they slipped the split ring in there. Do you see that? How the split ring's attached?
I do.
I don't know if that would come out or not.
I mean, if there's a fish on it, it won't.
It won't. No, I agree. It's just very interesting.
The hooks on this product are extremely sharp.
I saw that. It's like, hey, guess what?
Sharp things are sharp.
These are nice hooks, though.
All right, so check this out. This actually explains that jig and wrap action to you guys we've been talking about the past couple of videos, but this little figure 8 movement, like you really don't, you can just leave it there, or you can jig it a little bit, hence jig and wrap, and it's gonna kind of swim around like that, which is enticing to the fishies.
Yeah, the reason these are kind of so popular just in general, I mean, Liquid Paula I think is the original. They make most of theirs quite a bit bigger than this. Usually kind of like a walleye type of deal. You can't really fish these incorrectly. You can jig them very quickly. You can jig them very slowly. You can do a nice, really, like if you're trying to bring fish in from a long way, a big, huge rip up, it rips it up in like a really erratic motion, but then when it comes down, it's like the swirling, sort of almost like random because of the tail.
It's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to fish this thing around.
Let's go ahead and show everybody what
Guess what's next?
What's kind of your standard version of
Is that
this?
a Strike Pro?
It is.
All right, so next up we got this Strike Pro Jigging Rap. This thing is 7/8 of an ounce. So if you guys remember the Jigging Rap that we got from Vexan in the Monster Bass box last month, this month, what year is it?
Oh, it's
2021 now.
still. As far as boxes go.
Yeah, this is the last box we got actually from 2020 that we're unboxing right now. So yeah, it's 7/8 of an ounce, super heavy. It's a little bit smaller than that Vexan that we both got, lengthwise, a little bit shorter. It's got like this orange fin, which is interesting. Then we got like that pink and purple and yellow and all sorts of crazy colors. Like, it's flashy. It looks pretty good. You got very, very bad treble we're gonna swap out on the bottom. That is complete trash trebles. You guys know the drill. Always change your trebles. Should you have to do that all the time? No, that's unfortunate because you just paid for a bait. But here we are. Gonna want to swap this thing out because this is a bigger fish hunter. You got a 7/8 of an ounce Jigging Rap. Like, we're gonna be moving this thing around a ton. Probably looking for some toothy critters. You got hooks on the back and the front. This is how they normally look, which is what's interesting about that Lucky John. Yeah. That has the two trebles and none of these. So
I will say too, these are not only for ice fishing. A lot of dudes use these to hunt deep water, especially early and super late in the season.
I like the size of it though.
It is nice.
Like, super heavy for the size, but like this size is a pretty solid size, I would say, for a Jigging Rap.
I will say the reason a lot of these are clear, the fins, is because you get a smaller profile. So it's actually giving you a little bit of a bigger profile in the water.
Oh man, we got a lot of plastics in this bag actually.
Tell me more.
All right, so pretty much we're down to jigs, right? So we got what, 2 Jigging Raps. Now we got 3 packs of jigs. So this one's pretty sweet. So this is a Muska jig. These are, is this Northland? Yeah, Northland fishing tackle, straight classics. Paul's favorite, old man fishing favorites. It's
Sorry, I like
tungsten.
things that work.
That have worked like forever.
Like the improved clinch knot.
Don't ever talk to Paul about improved clinch knots. Guys, in the comments, let us know. Do you still tie the improved clinch knot?
If you don't, please also let me know why.
Please unfriend Paul. Please go unfollow Paul on Instagram. He's Paul_J_glass.
They already forgot it.
Follow and then unfollow. Follow, send him a direct message that says improved clinch knots are trash, and then unfollow him.
Yeah, you don't want the title that's coming after. Tell me more.
I'm going to do my best to show you guys. This is about the tiniest jig. No. This is very close to the smallest jig you're going to tie on
18s or 20s, man.
Look at this thing. Holy cow.
It's a perch crappie. It's a perch crappie jig.
Can you get a line through there? You're going to be a 2-pound test at most to get through this thing. This is a super light tackle kind of deal. It's 1/57th of an ounce, but it's tungsten, so that means fall rate's a little bit faster. Yeah, so we got that UV resin for eyes on there, so it's got a little glow property to it. It's
their granite glitter finish.
Yeah. Black with some blue, red flake, not fleck. We don't call it that. Right, people?
I'm honest.
Got it.
I didn't get this box, and I'm upset with myself.
Ha!
Those are sweet. Jeff probably only has 1/16 in here. The rest are probably, I don't even know if they would they would probably not use numbers to quantify the size.
Put it in front of my hand.
Look at that.
That's the difference.
And there's nothing wrong with either of these. Like, all of these sizes will work. I have all of these sizes as well.
Sometimes you got downsizing.
Sometimes downsizing is absolutely the key for catching dust slabs,
especially on ice.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? We need more little guys. We need more little guys in there.
Yeah, and then there's even bigger guys on the other side. So those are more like the moon jigs.
You're not gonna be upset when wait till you see some of these plastics.
Added that in, so now you can see it compared to like all the rest of them. Got a couple other that are also downsized coming up right now. So next up, we got a number 12. These are from Widowmaker. Number 12, they are a tube style jig, which I do not have enough of, which I'm pretty stoked about. Thing I love about Widowmaker, it's like a smaller company and they always send you 2 packs. If any of you guys fly fish, you know why you want 2. If you lose 1 and it's been working, you got another one, so you're good to go. So these are tungsten, they got a glow property to it. And look at the shape of that, that's pretty cool. It's like a little firework.
Caddis cane. This is meant to have a plastic on it. So
For sure, and we have lots of plastics this
the
month,
way you
so.
can tell this is supposed to have. Oh no!
Wow, cool, thanks,
Gone
Paul.
forever. The way
Get
you
your
can,
own box.
the way you can tell that this is supposed to have a plastic. You can see where where you tie in. It's actually the eyelet is tipped up, so that means that this is actually going to be held horizontally.
You need like a fly vise for this.
I know. You can also see that there is a decent amount of like the way that when the plastic hooks in, it's just going to be a continuation of that tube, and it's going to look. It's actually going to be a nice slim profile. This is.
I think our plastics are going to pair up really well with this. So let's knock out our next jig and then we can get to those plastics, eh?
Let's do it.
So we got another 2-pack from Widowmaker. Another glow. These are size 12. They're called the Scud Missile. Scud Missile.
So,
these are waxworm shaped.
For those of you who are giggling at home, a scud is like part of the life cycle of like a creature that lives, I think it's a shrimp that lives underwater. If you tie flies, this is actually this is the shape that you're going to want to be going for. This is when I think it's when they're emerging from the debris at the bottom. This is what fish are targeting. So you're actually imitating something that's alive.
Look at that. So it looks very much like an insect microorganism in the water. It's white with little glow dots there. So again, glow properties is a light color. It's got the exact shape of like a waxworm or something. Which I do like too. I've got a couple of those and like chartreuse. So now we got 3 plastics from 3 different companies. This would be cool. So we got a Frostbite. We got a 13 Fishing. I do love their plastics. You have these.
I have those.
Exactly those. And then what's this other one? Oh, Euro Tackle. Then we got a Euro Tackle. So let's check these guys out. I like the look of this Euro Tackle. Let's see this thing first. And I really appreciate like the clamshell packaging they use in these as well. Because then, you know, I can reseal it. Unlike some very smelly plastics we had. Boom, look at that. So it's like gold, some shiny gold flake in there as well. It's gonna have like real good shimmery reflective properties, which is gonna be awesome. Look at all the little legs on this thing. Oh my gosh. This thing is awesome. So this is gonna pair up with really any of those jigs, but I mean, like Paul was saying, if we were to say do that, onto that Widowmaker, that's gonna look good, or we put it onto the orange guy. You can see
that's probably where I would go.
Like it really just continues the shape of that tube body of that jig. So that's gonna look real nice. Then we got the 13 Fishing up next here.
Cherry Bomb, the color.
So Paul actually has these and we fished them last year.
Quattro. I'm not even gonna take them out. There's no point. This is giving you a real nice view.
It looks really good.
These things are sweet. You can hook them as is. You can break them up as needed. I like to cut mine in half. They say they're 10x tough. I don't know what they're made out of.
They're pretty tough.
But I still have these. I've had these for like probably two or three seasons.
I have some still on the jig after fishing with them all last season.
Can someone tell me what donkey sauce is made out of?
Okay, real question for the 13 Fishing fans in the comments, you guys. What the heck is donkey sauce?
It's got to be good.
I mean, I get the the concept. It's a pretty crazy name.
I really like these. These are definitely they say these are superior soft baits from 13 Fishing. They actually are. These are really good.
They're pretty great.
They give you, what, 6 of these? That's enough to last you quite a while. You're going to be catching multiple fish on these. The other thing, too, is...
They go a lot further than your, like, standard bass plastics and stuff like that. Something to
1,000%. The thing I think that kills it with these is they're actually pretty small, but they have a big profile. So you're not taking a ton of space on your hook. Yeah. But you can have as big of a profile as you want with both of those little legs. These are
these are rig it a few different ways, right?
You can go.
You can thread straight up the hook. You can go like wacky rig almost. You can break it in half so there's just dangly legs.
So what I do, one of my, I'll show you the.
We're gonna rig a few up right now.
Let me rig one up for you to show you my favorite way to do it.
Don't eat my plastics. Not for human consumption.
Brew it.
They have. Prop 65 from California. It's poisonous, fool.
What I like to do is if I have a knife or scissors, I'll cut in the middle of that little bulb there. So that's what I'm gonna do right now.
I have scissors in the bucket. All right.
Look, I just did it. So you take that.
Thanks.
I don't need it
For your
anymore.
trash.
So now you still have all those legs still in one piece. So what I'm gonna do is
still usable.
I'm gonna thread right through the dead center of that little bulb. So what you got is you're just continuing that little tube shape, and then the legs of that are kind of on both sides of the hook. And so with that 10x toughness, it's going to last a lot longer than it probably should.
Yeah. Last one up, we got this frostbite. So this one is called Made in Russia. It's on the back.
I know, I saw.
The Versamite. Talked about this before. If you're rigging these plastics, like you're trying to resemble like microorganisms,
Junior
bugs, little things.
in snot pepper.
See, you guys said these things look like boogers, and I'm not even joking you. They know that too. Look, the junior and snot pepper, man. They are boogers.
You're gonna want a bigger jig.
Yeah, so grab me one of my chartreuse fatties.
I'm gonna go.
So this, again, you've got like, a lot of time you're gonna have double duty with a lot of these plastics, which is really cool. So in the Monster Bass box from December, we had the Moglo little paddle tails, right? And you could break them off and you'd have multi-purpose, right? So in this thing, you've got like this midsection, you could break this off. You've got what looks like a tube. You guys fish tubes, you know the drill. Looks like a tube. Top part, you got this fat body, but it's got these little danglies on the side. So this is a plastic, this is a plastic, the whole thing is a plastic. So if we want to downsize, we can downsize, and we've got a few different appearances as well as different types of action that we can have with this thing, which is what you want in these plastics, which is also why you don't get like 12 dozen of them unless it's Moglos. Then you get 25. So that, like, I might have rigged this one. It's got the extra tendrils there, like a tube.
Who's good at rigging stuff?
All right, neat. It's early and I've had too much coffee. All right.
Underrated. But look at where the hook point comes out of that one.
Check that out.
That's why I grabbed a bigger one.
That looks sweet. It's a much bigger jig compared to the other ones that we got in this box. And really, unfortunately, they didn't really send us one that would pair up with this plastic well.
Not perfectly.
They're all tiny, the jigs that we got. But look at that. Look at it. It's got arms. It's like a little dude. What's up? What's up, guy? I mean, it's going to have some pretty subtle action on this because it's really just like a fat boy plastic there, but you got these little tendrils coming off the side. I like the look of it, and I think it pairs up with any of like my green chartreuse jigs.
You never know what's going to work. You always want to show them something different. Yeah. That's why I rigged it with
if it doesn't work,
little...
do the other half of it.
Exactly.
So you get... So it comes with 8, so you really get 16 because you just break them in half, or you can use the whole thing. And if half of it gets bit off, you just use the other part. So pretty awesome. I like that versatility that you get out of it because you just don't get that with like your standard open water bass plastics.
Not usually.
It's just not normal. All right, so last up, we got a sticker, little Catch Co, kind of classic cartoony fish. This goes right to my girls. I don't put those on boats. They're silly. All right, Dibble Digest. Girls can do the crossword. All right, so then we get to the pricing sheet. So check this out. Let's go through this. You folks at home who would like to tally things up, here you go. This is these boxes are $29.99, so it's a $30 box. Let's run through it. We got the Lucky John Mibaru, $9.49.
That was the smaller one,
that's
too.
The, well, I mean, that's what you get. Like, it's the heavy weighted head, double treble, unique action. It's a Japanese bait. Japanese baits are real expensive. Strike Pro Super Ice. That thing was $7.49.
That's not that outlandish.
But give me a better treble for $7.49.
I think what I would do is I'd probably go Rapala.
What? We didn't say that. All right, we did. Next up, we have the 13 Fishing Tetrads. Those are $4.99. The Frostbites Versamite, only $3.99. It's actually pretty sick deal. I thought they were more expensive than that. For the versatility you get out of there, hence Versamite, maybe. That's pretty cool.
These are nice.
Yeah. Widowmaker Caddis was coming in at $3.99 for 2 of them in tungsten.
Yeah, that's not bad.
In tungsten for 2. That's not bad.
That's normal.
The Widowmaker Scud missiles. These came in, again, in tungsten. 2 of them for $4.19. The super tiny jig from Northland. The little tiny black one, 1/57th of an ounce there. That one was $3.49 for one Uno. That's kind of what you get with like the tungsten jigs a lot of the time.
Those are premium, man.
They're pretty expensive. And then last we have these Euro Tackle, which I really like these. Yeah, those Euro Tackle.
These are sweet.
They're called the Gamma Scuds, which again, you see Scud come up twice on this list. Paul knows things. He helps me learn things. So those are $3.59.
So the reason these are more expensive, I think the reason these are more expensive is because it's a little bit more of an intricate plastic. So you can kind of see the appendages. There's ribs all along those, so that might be why.
A lot more going on.
It's also a pretty unique shape because it's like concave.
Pretty stoked to use these. So if you guys remember, during open water season, we get a lot of on the water reviews. We're always testing out the baits that come in these boxes. We're going to get that going again, obviously, in 2021 here. But now we get to do ice on the ice reviews. It's gonna happen. So we got like the plethora of jigs that we got from Seasons Tackle. We're gonna be testing all of those, all the plastics. Then we got the Monster Bass, the first initial ice box, the inaugural ice box from Monster Bass. We're gonna test that out. Then we got this MTB. And realistically, we'll probably get another box of each of those before we really have like good ice. We'll probably travel for some ice here soon, so hopefully we can put something in the water. I don't know. Stay tuned for more on the ice reviews coming your way. And of course, more of these unboxings. So we get these boxes every single month. We'll be unboxing them this way. I don't know if we'll be together every time. What if I just like Skype you in? I'm gonna put like a monitor on a stand. All right, guys, so hopefully this video was helpful for you. If you're looking for an ice box, you guys know Monster Bass has them, you know MTB has them. There's other brands out there like Seasons Tackle. If you're looking to get into ice fishing, we've got a ton of videos coming your way. So consider sticking around, maybe subscribe, maybe smash that like button on this video, ring that notification bell.
Come hang out with us. We're going to do the podcast live Thursdays.
Thursdays.
8 p.m. Eastern.
You got it. So come hang out with us, talk to us and chat. It'll be a lot of fun. Hope to see you there. Thanks for watching, you guys. You've been awesome. We'll see you out on the ice.